Business owners want to connect with consumers with more than $1.6 trillion in annual purchasing power? Want to get the coaching, new clients, strategic connections, and capital to boost your bottom line? Subscribe to the Matthews Broadcast YouTube channel and press the notification bell to be notified when we post the success principles, cash flow ideas, and content you need to prosper and succeed. Subscribe right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Shop Black News and Leadership Spotlight. We're so happy to be with you this day. We hope that God is blessing you in each and every way in your business and in your life. So we're going to get started right away. What is the Shop Black News and Leadership Spotlight? It is our reminder to Black consumers, brown consumers, red consumers, yes, all consumers, but consumers in urban communities who spent $4.1 trillion last year in the U.S. economy, but we only spent 2% of that with each other. We've got to do better than that. What does NBN want? We want to encourage all of us to spend at least 20% of our disposable income with a black, brown, red, or yellow consumer owner in your community. We want these providers and these practitioners to do well, because when they do well, we all do well. That helps to create great communities where we can build a family, we can build a business, we can build generational wealth, and we can improve the quality of life for everyone. So we're going to get started right away with all of the news, the events, and the shows and the opportunities in NBN. And you're going to hear from my girl, the one and only Jari Giovanna. By the way, happy birthday, Jari.
Hello everyone, welcome to the NBN News and Shop Black Spotlight. Here are this week's Praise and Prosperity Reports. Dan Matthews says thanks to Coach Rita Pilot and keynote speaker Dr. Jackie King for an awesome Coach's Corner. Shirley Muhammad says shout out to Sister Sufaya Muhammad, a griot writer and NBN member, for writing her book review and never would have made it from the Who Influenced You anthology. Jenna Brooks says thank you to Daniel Sistrunk, Jean Poole, Nellie Stokes-Peters, and Jermaine Seduris for doing a Sunday dinner sponsorship. And thank you, Jermaine, for their birthday card and gift. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Matthews TV and help us reach 1,000 subscribers by June 30th of this year. Please make sure to connect with St. Matthews on LinkedIn so we can share as a group. To buy griot content, please call Kristen Fields Carr at 504-503-8730 to place your journal orders. For our NBN meetings, we look forward to seeing you at our Big East Regional Meeting on Monday, May 2nd. Please register your NBN VIP guests with the link in the daily newsletter. The featured meeting leaders and sponsors are Rhonda Horace, Greg Johnson, Jan Peters, Millie Johnson, and Coach Rita Pilot. Join Stan Matthews for the ICP 6 and 7-figure class, Monday through Thursday, 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. On Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m., the Franchise Forum with Genevieve Mandeville and Victoria Folk. On Wednesdays at 7 a.m., Worthiness and Wellness with Dr. Marie Celestin, Yvette Bertil, and Robert Savage. On Wednesdays at 1 p.m., the Membership Orientation Meeting with Stan Matthews and the NBN Orientation Team. For our Clubhouse meetings, on Tuesdays at 11 a.m., Tasty Tuesdays with Victoria Folk, Chef Jenna, and Chef Jose. On Wednesdays at 11 a.m., Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Marie Celestin, Yvette Bertil, and Victoria Folk and friends. And lastly, the NBN Caribbean Connections on Friday at 6 p.m. with Dr. Millie Johnson and Victoria Folk and friends. For our NBN shows to watch, we have the Millionaire Masterclass with Stan Matthews and featured guests at 9 a.m. Thursdays and Fridays. The Shop Black News, featuring NBN news, opportunities, and events, 9 a.m. on Saturdays. For this week's Shop Black Leadership Spotlight, the spotlight shines on Super CEO and Financier, Mr. John Hope Bryant. For our Shop Black sponsors, be Shop Black with the 10 companies recommended in the daily newsletter. Call Rhonda Horace at 818-399-6295. Call Greg Johnson at 609-731-6960. Call Jan Peters at 240-472-7003. Call Dr. Millie Johnson at 443-768-2340. And lastly, call Coach Rita Pilot at 215-499-7815. Remember, your network is your network. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes I've been getting already, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for all the updates, birthday girl. That's my girl. And she did a great job. She always does. Listen, she also just got a master's from American University. We're also proud of her, very proud of her. In fact, peacock proud of her. So now we're going to shift just a little bit and go to our Shop Black Leadership Spotlight. The person in the leadership spotlight this week is the one and only host of Like It Is, one of my heroes. Man, I knew, adored, honored, one and only Gil Noble. Gil Noble was the first journalist to ever make the focus on the Black experience on a global basis, his passion, his program, his ministry. He is missed, but as we look back now, we take a look at the life of the legendary Gil Noble, host of Like It Is.
Tonight, we are mourning the loss of fellow journalist Gil Noble, a local television pioneer here in the New York market whose impact was felt nationwide. You know, for years, he hosted the Emmy Award-winning public affairs program Like It Is on WABC. Now, on that program, he interviewed a who's who of Black leaders and celebrities, and he shined a spotlight on the African-American experience before a lot of other folks did. His colleague Sandra Bookman takes a look back at his life.
What is the salvation possibility for these kids of ours?
He told it like it was for 43 years. Gil Noble became the voice of a community. His show shed light on the untold stories of African Americans.
He was absolutely a genius, and how he would ask the questions that no one else would ask.
Like It Is debuted during the racially charged 1960s. It allowed Noble to bring attention to the African-American struggle for advancement and to give viewers a rare look at events, current and past, through an African-American perspective.
The conversations around dinner tables, conversation on trains, conversation at cocktail parties would be, did you hear what Gil said?
There was practically no one Gil Noble didn't interview. Activists and actors, entertainers and sports stars all sat for Like It Is.
When he put together his format to be able to call together some of the best minds, not just the most popular, but some of the best thinkers.
Could I trouble you for some tailor-made blues?
Sure.
From his passionate love of jazz to his deep commitment to truth, Gil Noble shared it all with his audience and his community. Congressman Charlie Rangel told us for over 40 years he was perhaps the nation's most important Black journalist, bringing the struggle for civil rights and Black equality into the homes of millions of Americans. And this from comedian Bill Cosby. This legacy must be protected. What he did was powerful because history is powerful, and it should be protected. Gil Noble received more than 650 awards during his long, distinguished career. But what he gave is why he'll be remembered.
He believed in that we should know our history, and he did something about it. Many of us sort of mouth the words, but we don't really do too much. So he'll be sorely missed.
Thank you so much for being with us in this week's Shop Black News and Leadership Spotlight. We hope everything in your business and in your life is being prosperous. Remember, the Bible says, beloved, I pray that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So prosperity is a divine birthright of yours. Listen, everybody, stop trying so hard to fit in. You and you and you were born to stand out. This is Stan Matthews saying I'll see you next week, and I'll see you and you and you over the top. God bless.